How did you get your scars? My brother and I were playing WWF in the house. Even though we weren't supposed to. He grabbed the back of my head and slammed my forehead into the turnbuckle, which was the wooden corner of the armrest on our couch. Blood started running down my face. He ran and hid under his bed. I got 7 stitches in my eyebrow. He didn't mean to hurt me. Just got a little too into the game. Lol. Dang, F those pandas, corrupting our youths. I was making a paper plate mask in grade 3 and stuck a pair of scissors through the plate for eyes. Right into my other hand. Stuck a pair of scissors through the plate for eyes. Oh please no. Right into my other hand. Thank God. I cringed after reading eyes, then let out an audible sigh of relief. I was prepared for this to be a much more gruesome and unsightly injury. I have like 5 or 6 deep ones in both eyebrows from hockey and hair dose and grow there very well, so they look all weird. Same thing happened to me, but I face-planted the rim of a soda can. How did you manage that? Most likely trying to crush it with his forehead. I'm assuming he was drunk and didn't do it right. I have a scar on my eyebrow from when I was an asshole 4-year-old. I threw a tantrum and tried to pick up a small plastic kid's table to throw it over my head. Instead I dropped it. The leg hit me with a sharp broken edge on the eyebrow. I started bleeding, and I had a black eye for Christmas. I was a terrible toddler. Toddlers are tiny drunk people. I was 4. I was bouncing on a beach ball. My mom told me to go upstairs to bed, so I thought I could bounce up the stairs on the beach ball. I missed the first step and got stitches in my forehead. That's kid logic for y'all. Severe acne. Same. Accutane gang. I'm on birth control for mine. Catching a peacock. They have sharp talons. Mine's from catching a turkey when I was 10. Looks like I tried to cut my own wrist. Birds are jerks. That's awesome. I was studying these birds. I had to catch them to ban them. My scar is on my leg. Rescued a cockatoo that was trapped in a public toilet. Shredded both hands and wrists. Got shingles on my face as a teenager. Do not recommend. The bonus though is that the scar kind of looks like a love heart. I got shingles my junior of high school. I'm 25 now. Till this day, there's still a part of my lower side region where I can't feel anything. I have what I lovingly refer to as Jesus scars. When I was 13, I was trying to pry something apart with a chisel and stabbed myself in the right hand by accident. When I was 23, I was using my box cutter at work to separate some boxes and cut my left hand in almost the exact same place. Can't wait to see what stupid thing I do at 33. I'd buy some thick-soled shoes. I'd start a church. We can make a religion out of this. I got mastitis in my breast from swimming in the ocean and they had to cut a hole into it to drain it. They said bacteria channeled in through my nipple ducts. I didn't even know that could happen. Edit ad. I am a female but I've never been pregnant before, so it wasn't a breastfeeding thing. Also, doctor said the ways to prevent it are to change out of your wet bathing suit ASAP after swimming, and take Epsom salt baths. And it's pronounced mastitis, not mastitis. Lol. Fucking ouch. I also had no idea that could happen. Hope that everything is okay now. Tape them nips to stay safe out there, kids. I can totally see Larry David getting in a world of pain just by bringing this up at a family swim. What if they don't tape him? All sorts of stuff could get in there. Quote, in where? Larry. Quote, in the nipple ducts. They aren't closed off, you know. That's where milk comes out. Quote, I don't believe this. You gotta tape the nips. Tape the nips. Gotcha. Tuba noises. 1. Needle piercing my cheek during mother's labor. 2. Forceps tore the ish out of my face. 3. Flint rock on my bare foot at 3. Many stitches. 4. Face smash. Concrete. 5. Chickenpox. 6. Lawnmower muffler. 7. Angry rabbit. You are probably the most interesting guy at the Bri. I'm craving some words now. Thanks, bro. I'm interested to know how a needle pierced your face during your mother's labor. I have a burn scar on my right arm from when I worked at Chick-fil-A and got too careless with the fry cooker. Also a surgical scar on my left thigh from age 3, when I had to get an operation fix a muscle problem. I work in HVAC. Sheet metal has a way of getting under your skin. 11 surgeries. I was born with prune belly syndrome. Got chronic kidney disease at 6 months old. Wow, are you okay now? Thanks for asking. And yes, I am okay. But this is a battle that will go on for my whole life. I am 29. I am at chronic kidney disease stage 4. 5 is the last one. And CKD does not go away. My right kidney died when I was 6, so I had a surgery to remove it. So I only have my left one, which is working at about 25%, and that means that if it ever drops it about 18 to 20%, I will need a transplant. But I am fine. I take care of my body a lot. I follow a really strict diet. I have to work out 4 times a week. But I can live a pretty normal life. Damn, good luck with the remaining kidney. Mostly through unfiltered stupidity and youth. 1 or 2 of them from mosquito bites that I HWAAAAAY too much. I have 1 from a fire ant bite. Those fuckers are evil. I feel ya. My feet and ankles are carpeted in fire ant scars. And sugar craters. As well. Those motherfuckers are the devil. I fell off a pull-up bar. Probably not the answer you were looking for, but oh well, LMAO. Actually, these are exactly the types of answers I was looking for. I wanted to hear about people's goofy or even wild, interesting injuries. I, for example, fell off a bike that was too big for me on a gravel road and got a pebble stuck in my kneecap, but refused to tell my parents because I wasn't supposed to be riding that bike. In short, I busted my lip in elementary school after falling off the pull-up bars. I have the scar to this day. I think my cousin has a more interesting story, however, after the doctors found a copper BB lodged in his nose after 10 years. I too still have a scar from a busted lip. I got it by not letting go of the bowling ball when I was about 7. It still hurts sometimes when my lips get chapped. Other than that, I have 2 scars on my left hand from not keeping in mind what was on the other side of what I was cutting. Spoiler alert, it was my hand. Cut my ankle while shaving. It didn't hurt, so I didn't even realize until I looked down and saw myself standing in a river of my own blood. I got windmilled by a panicking Shiba Inu before I could clip her nails. I've worked with perhaps dozens of pit bulls, and my one dog-related scar came from a Shiba Inu small enough to be carried with one arm. I've forgiven her, though. She's a sweetheart in her own way. Shiba Inu can be like the weird antisocial cats of the dog world. Except when it's time to clip nails or have a bath. Same, but with my kitten. Also found out I'm prone to having keloids, raised scars, when my eldest cat went ballistic after seeing a stray in the backyard. So now I have a raised scar on each arm from each crazy cat. Boomerang. Right on the elbow. Got it protecting my mother from being hit. Unfortunately, the scar wasn't big and faded away. I couldn't make this up if I tried. The scar will come back eventually. Who and why? Question mark. In Australia. Ben Carson looked at my brain. Had craniosynostosis when I was born, and he went in to put some bolts in my head. 152 stitches across the top of my head. His politics are whack. The dude saved my life. I made him myself. I only have one scar left from those days, but oddly all the ones on my thighs, lots of them, are pretty much gone, and one on my stomach from 2 years ago is still very visible and is a bump. Then there's one on my inner forearm from my pet rabbit who decided he had enough of me grooming him and launched off my arm. Slash. From a samurai sword. It was the first time I'd ever been around people my age drinking. A friend of mine took a fake swing at me. I grabbed the blade reflexively. He yanked it out of my hand. Cut pretty deep. Hurt like a bitch. But how many people today have scars caused by samurai swords? My house was burgled. I got stabbed in the leg with a katana. Good times.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.